Good morning, everybody. I'm Sylvia, the crafty old lady, and I was thinking about turning this little soap box into a little tiny journal. So, what I'm going to do is just cut everything off except these three pieces here. And hopefully I'm cutting straight. I guess I could cut it actually on a paper cutter, but I didn't think about it. Too late now. Oh my gosh. It is not straight. It is May 20th, and it got down into the... It was supposed to get down into the 30s. I don't know if it actually ever got into the 30s last night, but it was cold. We had to cover up all our plants, and we put on our winter coats to take Bethany back to her day program. That is not straight at all. I should have used my paper cutter. And it was so cold that I didn't even want to go in the dog park. And we didn't. We just went on the slide. She went on the slide once and the swing for a few minutes, and then we left because it was so darn cold. Crazy. Is that straight? I still don't think this side is straight. No, it's not. It's a little bit off. That's better. I think I'll better leave well enough alone, or else I'm going to end up with nothing. I'm going to whittle it away. So anyway, this is going to be my little tiny journal. I got to come up with some papers for it. And I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe today. The sun is starting to come out, and hopefully it will warm up today. Alright, so I'm back with some papers, and I wanted to show you some printouts of my papers that are available for digital downloads on my Ko-fi page. This guy, C.G. Lorman, I believe, was my grandmother's great uncle, and his son was my grandmother's uncle. But the date is 1809, so it was pretty old, and that's how it came out. Some of the blue didn't show up. I think that's because I probably need to add more ink. I'm not sure. But that's available, or it will be available soon. These are available now, these photographs. This is my uncle and my father. This is some guy named Frank Lockhart in 1926. My father lived in Indianapolis, and when he got older, he did the scoreboards on the Indianapolis 500. You had to do it by hand back then, so that was his job. This is one of the pages. This is a smaller size. It's not the actual size. I think I have one of the actual size. Let me see. Of the, I forget what it's called now. Oh, gosh. I guess I don't have one of the actual size, but it's about this size. This is a bank book. This was my great-grandmother's bank book. Two pages from her bank book. That's available, I think. Or if it's not available now, it will be soon. This is from like the Indianapolis Manufacturers Union book. This is one of those pages, but it would be about this size if you print it out at full size. This was 5 by 7. This is a page from my mother's diary that's full size, and this is 2 pages from her diary at 5 by 7. And you can see these are about the same, so this would probably be a little bit smaller than this size if you printed it out at full size. And then I have 2 pages from my report card, which I had up there, but it didn't print out very well, so I took it down, maybe just temporarily. But these were all blue ink, and it didn't show up very well when I printed it out. Like, you can't even see any of this on here. Like, my name is right there, and the school is there, so I might have to go in and beef up the ink, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess with it, but anyway, that's that. And then I have some older papers. I have this dollar thing, some music paper, some old pad paper. I got some of this kind of... Oh, I already showed you that. Never mind. I've got some old recipe paper, and I'm going to come out... Oh, I've got this. This was my brother's, apparently. But inside, it has a poem from 1940, so I don't know where he got it from. He didn't use it. Somebody used a couple of those papers, and there's the poem. In this world of tribulation where trials never cease, I cannot find a haven, there is no permanent peace. For my weary wandering feet, for my turbulent restless soul, I only hope to find contentment in some temporary earthly goal. Wow, that was in 1940. I think we can pretty much say we all feel the same way now. Well, I can't say we all do, but I do. And I might put in some green stamp pages, why not? Or use them as ephemera in it. And yeah, I wouldn't mind using like some that has a few on them, but also some of the blank pages. So I'll do that. And we'll come up with a few more things, and I'm going to put 2 signatures in here, and I probably have some coffee dye paper I can add to it. I kind of want it to be blank because I'm going to maybe collage on it. And, you know, I'm not going to decorate the pages before I put them in, is what I'm saying. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a vintage-ish paper on the front. I might put some wrapping paper or scrapbook paper. We'll see. I do have some Van Gogh wrapping paper, which might look nice on here. So I'm going to get the pages all cut, and then I'll be back. So I've got 2 signatures made, but I want to add one more page in each one, and I'm going to get brave and take a page out of one of these pages out of this book. And I think I'm going to do it in... This is a lily I have, Turk's Cap Lily. I think I'm going to do it in the flower page. Maybe this one. We get, of course, dandelions in our yard, and we also get this orange hawkweed, but I thought it was called something else. I think it has a different name too, actually. So what I'm going to do, see how wide my page needs to be, and kind of fold it right here like that. Maybe a little more because I want to rip the edges. And do that. I like that little word though, wildflowers. So I'll definitely keep that. And now I just need to, actually I want to do this way. Do I? No, I guess this way. And what I'll do is I will cut it down, well, tear it down, like that. And then tear this one out the same size. Hopefully it's not too long. It might be. I'll make this one slightly shorter. There we go. Okay. This one seems exceptionally long to me. So what I'm going to do, we have burdock in our old house. I'm not sure about here. Okay, and so I actually dropped a page. I don't know where this came from. This was on the outside. This must have been on the inside. I'm trying to keep, I've got one of each kind of page in there. So yeah, and then we'll just put these on the outside. And those will be my first pages. I think I can fold this one this way and get a little bit more of the flower on the front. So here we have it, our 2 signatures. There's quite a few pages in here, so I know they're going to bulk up, so I don't want to add anything else. This spine is actually pretty big for a tiny book, so what is it, like 1.5 inches? 1.25 inches. So now I just need to cover the front with something. Maybe, what if I cover it with a page from here? Would that look good? I also don't want it to rip. Because it's pretty old. But I wanted to add some of this in. I'm going to do a page of this in there too. And then I need to do... I'm afraid it's going to crack on the spine. But I can always put washi tape on it. Let's be daring and do it, okay? We'll just be daring. And let's get some of this paper out of here. I think this is actually brown parchment paper. I think we'll just keep it like this. And put it in the middle of the signature of each one. Alright, I think, where is it folded? It's folded here. Now let's do this. Oops. And this. And then I need to clean up my desk and get this book together. So I did get a page out for the cover, and then I realized it's not going to be something I could flip over, like, fold over, so that I don't have a raw edge. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use some Van Gogh paper. Not sure. I don't have a whole lot of designs left, but that's not enough either. Not thick, wide enough. This might be. Not really. Here we go. This would definitely be, but I kind of think I want this one though, actually. I could just fold it over. Whoops, I am so sorry that I bumped you. I could fold this, and they'd be upside down on the inside, but I could also, I'm going to use that for the outside. I also have marbled papers, but I don't think I see any that would kind of match with this to be on the inside. So I think that kind of looks nice. I was actually also thinking about maybe using this as a page, but I think it's too modern looking as a cover or a page. I think I'm going to just use this for the inside and the outside, but I will put it on the right side, the right side up, both sides. So I'm not going to fold it all the way over. So let's fold this, or cut this on the fold here. And I noticed when I went out just a little while ago that one of our sunflowers died, and I think all of our corn died. I'm so upset. But I did plant some more corn seeds, so it's not a total loss. I was so trying to get a jump ahead because I never can get corn to grow. I feel like the season is not long enough, but farmers do it somehow. Alright, so we're going to do this for the cover. Maybe I'll find something different on the inside. Who knows? But maybe I could put the page from the book on the inside. Why don't I do that? Alright, so I'm going to get my Scotch glue stick, which I've never used for doing a book cover before, so we'll see how that works out. And just see how it works out. I also usually like to have my spines not connected to my covers, but we'll see how it works. If I have to, I could put some tape around the spine. Alright. Like that. Let's just cut the corners at an angle. And we'll glue those down. I think I better put my glasses on. Let's see. don't really want glue to get all over the cover. I figure a little book like this should be okay with a glue stick, but I really don't know. Okay, I should have cut a little slit here. Maybe I'll do that on the bottom because it's going to get bulky there. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Sorry. I'm just making like a little notch here so that when I fold it up, it won't be bunched up in these creases. I think I should have done that before. All right, let's do this side. Yeah, that works better, I think. I'm paranoid about getting glue on my cover. Yeah, I think I need another glue side here. Okay. Make sure I get all glued up. All right, so now I just have to do these sides. And I need another glue paper. So, see how that works. Not bad. Not bad. I think I need to just trim off a little bit there. Another side. How's your spring going? It's going to be Memorial Day here next weekend. I don't think we're doing anything special for Memorial Day this year, but probably take Bethany to, there's like a, nearby we have the General Clinton Canoe Regatta, and they always have a, like a fair, with rides and stuff. So we'll probably take her to that because she likes to go on the Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round, stuff like that. Oh, this piece is sticking out. I don't see any wrinkles, so that's good. And we'll put book page on the inside. Where'd my book page go? I lost my book page. Here it is. I think I'll just cut down the raggedy edge off here. But better put my lid on this. These dry out pretty quick. Okay, so I'll do this. And let's make sure that's going to be, yeah. And now I just have to see where I want to cut it off. And I get the wildflowers there too. I think I'll cut it off just over this Wine Cup Clarkia name. And see how that works. I also think I'm going to ink around all the edges. Oh, I think that's going to look nice. So we'll do that. Hopefully it will look nice. I'm going to ink around the edges with my, everything falls, potting soil, Ranger potting soil. That means this too. I know I will, not I may, decorate the cover too. Let's see if we can do this. I don't very often make grungy type books, so this is not a new experience, but it's not a common experience for me. Okay, I think we gotta do this side. All right, I think every side is inked. Let's ink the page, and we'll get that glued down. And I think this is gonna be a cute little book. You can do collage, little mini collages in them. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Which is also something that this type of collage, the vintagey sort of make journals type of collage, is not something that I do very often. Evening primrose. We have one of those that grows naturally in our garden. We didn't plant it because it's a native plant. It just popped up. We tried to plant mostly native plants in our yards. We do have some tulips and azaleas. They're not native to New York State. We can push this down. Get this on. Yes, I was worried that we would get a wrinkle right there. I knew it. Okay. This is a common problem. Wrinkles. Oh, yeah. Okay. This I might have to do it a little differently. Let's make sure I'm not gonna dry up before I'm done putting it on. Okay, I think that's good. A little crooked. More crooked than I want it to be. So hard. It's so hard to do. It likes to pucker up in the middle, but I think we got it. It's not puckering. Not puckering, so that's good. All right, the next thing that we have to do is sew in our signatures. So, as it turned out, when I tried to lay my book flat, it wouldn't go flat because this was on too tight. So, what I think I'm going to do is just make a cut. I had a pencil here a second ago. All my pencils disappeared. Here we go. I'm going to cut it, and we're going to have a tiny bit of a raw edge there because otherwise it's just going to rip right up. Let's do that. I think that's the safest thing to do. We'll cut that right there, and right here. Might have to cut a little extra. A little bit over. It's sticky. Yeah, I don't usually do. I usually do separated spines with a cloth, or separated spines. The spine separated from the covers with a cloth spine. That's what I usually do. So, where did my... Oh my gosh, there it is. So let's put this on again. We'll need a little more glue. You live and you learn. You can see all my mistakes. I don't mind showing my mistakes. Well, that's going on this side. There. Oh, you know what? This means I also have to ink this side. There, that's not so bad. definitely, I'm going to take just a fraction, I think. Will that work? I think that will work. Let's just go ahead and keep it the size that it is. You could always cover the spine with something totally different too. Okay. Not upside down. That wouldn't be good. There, we got that down now. Ink this side up. Get some glue down. That's what I was afraid was going to happen to the front cover too. And if it does crack, I'll just... Oh, this one I think I have to make a little tinier. A little skinnier. There. It's sticking to it. I'm going to have to wipe this off for sure. I'm going to have to wipe that glue off of my cutter. Okay, so that's going to go like that now. There, I think that's going to be much better, yeah. I can see that it's going to crack. I can definitely see that. I can also see this is not on straight. Do you think I can mess with it one more time without destroying it? Yep. Okay, and I'm just going to... I don't know where my centering ruler is, so I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to guess. One. I don't even need to... Let's do... Oops. There we go. I'm probably going to end up covering the spine anyway. So we'll do that. Let's see. Right about there. Oh boy, that's definitely not straight. Ah, that's so annoying. I'm definitely going to have to cover my spine, aren't I? Okay, let's... Oh, jeepers. What in the world? I've got both of my signatures together. Okay. Holy moly. I don't like the way that spine is. I don't know. Can I push that back down, you think? Yeah, maybe I can. I should have used my centering ruler, but I did not. That's better, I guess. Not much. All right. What I need to do, though, is get a ruler. How I managed it, but I actually put my holes exactly 2 1/4, or 1 1/4 inches apart on both sides. So there's my center. I'm going to do 1 1/4 over here, and 1 1/4 over here, and that should be good. If I have to, I'll just poke a new hole in the cover. Okay, so let's go ahead and just... Oh, I don't think I can glue it to... Or I was going to hook it to the cover, and of course I just moved everything, but I've got some brown paper, or I've got some brown string. It's waxed linen thread. So let's do that. Use that to go in there. It works so much better than... I mean, embroidery floss. I was going to say dental floss. Embroidery floss works good, but it gets frayed so easily, and now this one doesn't want to go through either. All right, this is crazy. In the center... Oh, I forgot to cut it off. Oh boy, there. Up to the top. Oops. Come on, come on. Up to the top. I hope I did this good, because it is not going through. Okay, I probably shifted it. No, I didn't. It should go right through. But it's not. Oh my heavens, I can see the hole. It won't go in. Now, maybe it will. Oh, there we go. So we're at the top, we're going to go down to the bottom hole. Hopefully that one's easier. Yep. Oops. Right hole. And then we're going to come back up through the center. Oops. There. Oh boy. Try not to pierce your thread, which I'm notorious for doing. I'm always doing that. Did I do it this time? I don't think I did it in the cover part, but there's still a chance I could do it coming into the signature. But I don't think I did. And we're going to go through this side. We're going to take the needle out, and we're going to pull. Oops. We don't want to tangle. We want one on each side. Is it? Yeah. Pull a knot, or pull tight and make a knot. It's not tight enough still. There. Pretty good. Looks pretty good. So we'll make a double knot. My fingers don't seem to want to work today. Okay. And now, I hope the other side will be easier. Okay, so we need to have it in approximately the same spot. So there is the center. And now we'll do it 1 1/4 inches from the center. Or, yeah, 1 1/4. Is it? No, 1 1/8. Sorry, it was 1 1/8, not 1 1/4. Okay, there we go. They're pretty straight. And then we'll just do the same to the signature. Approximate the middle, and then do 1 1/4 from each side of the middle. So, there's my approximated middle. Doing 1/8. Whoops, or 1 1/8. Why do I keep saying the measurements wrong? It doesn't really matter though, because you're going to do yours however far apart you want. You just have to make sure your signatures and your spine line up. Okay, there we go. Get that in there. Okay. Oh, you know, I didn't really check to see if I was upside down. Luckily I wasn't. We're going to go in the center. I just moved that page. I bet you I screwed up my holes. Yep. No, it's okay. Okay. In through the center of the book cover. Okay. I need to pull it all the way through. Wait, I don't want my spine to come through. What in the world? My spine to come through. My tail. I want my tail to come through. Ugh, jeepers. There. I got a very big tail, so I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to come in. I have a feeling it's screwed up. I have a feeling that brown paper is not going to be hooked into this. I might have to tape that. Yep. I keep getting my... It's too long. There. Yeah, this got moved down too far. We should move it up. Okay, I'm sure that screwed things up, though. There, now it'll be in the hole. Oop, don't rip it. It's still going to rip. Oh well. Let's go down to the bottom hole. I may... No, I thought I was going to have to make that hole again, but I guess not. Boy, such a troublemaker, this little tiny book. I feel like I shouldn't have... what am I doing? I shouldn't have used this parchment paper in the center of the book. Ouch. Okay, now we're going back to the center. I think I missed the thread, but I'm having trouble. Oh boy, getting back in here. We'll survive. May end up having to rip this page out or taping it somehow. Okay, well that's good. We'll tie a knot. Take the needle out and tie a knot. I always feel so awkward doing these online because I always screw up so much. But there we have it. It doesn't look too bad. I may end up covering the spine, and this page is pretty darn beat up, so I might actually put some, I think I'm going to put some washi tape over these inside and put a label. I think I'm just going to put a label on the front. Maybe not this one, but we'll see. Let me get some washi tape. I think that would work for that. All kinds of washi tape. And I even have Van Gogh washi tape, but not that design. Let's see, I want something kind of neutral. Maybe this. It's thick. Thick enough, I believe. I don't want it bigger than the page, though. So let's do that. I'm going to put some extra glue on it. And I think that should hold it in. Did I drive you crazy making this book? Probably. Okay, so we want to make sure this is the right side up. Oops. There we go. I think that's going to work out better. This one seems to be holding out okay, so I'm not going to do anything to that one yet. But I might have to. I was just thinking, what can I put on here? And I was thinking if I could put, like, this. Some of this, not the whole thing, though. I don't know. I don't think that looks good either. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to leave it, I think. But I do have... I want to see what kind of labels I can put on the cover. I have some other labels in here. Would something like this be too big? What about this? I don't think that looks good. I don't think the brown looks good. I have little tiny labels. Maybe that would work. Like that. That looks better than the other one. What about this? That? No. Definitely not. Maybe this one would look better. I need a small one, though. I don't know what the sizes are. Like, what about this one? What looks better? That or that? I think this is too big. There's no real skinny ones for this. That would. Oh wait. What about this one? This one or the red one? I'm weirdly going to stick with the red one. Put the red one on there. And I think that's all I'm going to put on the cover. Yeah. Make sure I'm the right way up. Yep. That's just going to go like that. And that is going to be my very simple cover. And we'll start working in this one soon. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll might have to put a closure on here too. It's already a gator mouth. But that's because of the connected spine connected to the covers. That's what happens when you don't separate them. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. And stay tuned and we'll go through and do the pages little by little. I appreciate your support. See you next time. Bye-bye.